Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So the crypto market has taken a bit of a tumble, guys. We got the market cap here at 187 billion. Bitcoin dominance is up a little bit, 67.2%. And right now, Bitcoin trading at 69.36, taking a 2.24% hit. Ethereum down 6.03%, and XRP down 6.77%. As you guys can see here, further down the list, some other cryptocurrencies are taking quite a hit. Litecoin over 7%, EOS also 7.13, Binance Coin 7.78. So it's looking like money is shedding from the crypto space. XRP, guys, down below 20 cents. The first time since 2017. Wow. What an amazing time to buy XRP. Not financial advice, folks. I'm sure some of you are shaking in your boots, thinking to yourself, what did I just do? Why did I get into this? Why did I ever think that this was going to be the best investment of my life? Why did I think I was going to buy Lamborghinis and bottles of Cristal tomorrow? The fact of the matter is, it's okay to dream, first of all, but second of all, it's not that will never happen either. The one factor, and this doesn't go for every single investment that you make, but especially with cryptocurrency and XRP in particular, in my opinion, the one factor that's going to hold you back from your gains will be directly correlated to your patience. And if you need money today and you put in more money than you can afford to lose, that would be the only time that I would take out my money from my cryptocurrency investment. Not that I do that. I'm not suggesting you do anything you don't want to do. This is not financial advice. But that's my point, is you have to be prepared to lock away this money and kind of just forget about it. Think of it as a savings account. Think of it as a long-term savings where, you'll be happily surprised one day when you can take that savings money out and never have to work another day in your life if you so choose to. So guys, we got XRP here on the daily, and look, it dipped down, hit 19 cents, right now trading at 19.6, okay, so rebounded a little bit. Again, this is the daily. Rob Art calling for even lower lows. He bought the dip, 19 cents. Rob's looking for a potential 15-cent XRP, however. So, money is shedding out of the market. What the heck is going on? Guys, this from the 2020 report calls Bitcoin forks write-offs, expects Ethereum 2.0 transition to be chaotic, but says XRP has surprising staying power. Okay, now guys, let me put this into context for you. This is from Ryan Selkis, who just dropped a 70-page report covering the cryptocurrency industry from Bitcoin to Ethereum to the leaders who are building revolutionary companies designed to shake up the status quo. Guys, this is the founder of Messari, okay? They have had nothing but bad things to say about XRP for as long as I can remember, for at least the last 12, 18 months or so. Now he is saying that XRP has staying power. I feel like the Daily Hodl kind of maybe made his words sound a little nicer than how he really put it. Let me go read this for you guys here. So first he came up with his ranking list. I covered that in yesterday's video. So they talk a little bit about that. Then the author highlights a number of other Bitcoin sound bites that have created a rallying call for supporters and revolutionaries who believe the world's most popular cryptocurrency can deliver on its promise of creating an open financial system. Unbank the banked, long Bitcoin, short the bankers, stack sats, and earn crypto, dissident tech, sure. Monikers for the top three cryptos by market cap. BTC considered digital gold, Ethereum, the DeFi reserve versus ICO reserve, and XRP. So this is how we put it, guys. XRP, too big to jail coin. Essentially meaning that Ripple and XRP are so tied up within the system that this is one of those coins that will not disappear overnight. Which brings me back to my point of 19 cents, great time to buy. Is XRP going to zero working money? Well, probably not, considering it's too big to jail. You catching me here, guys? I hope it's sinking in. Selkis also says he's mystified by XRP and thinks Bitcoin forks are write-offs. XRP has tremendous and surprising staying power. I didn't understand it when I realized it isn't required to use Ripple's software. I really don't understand it in a future that includes institutional stablecoins and central bank digital currency. See, another person that doesn't get it. Another person that doesn't do their own research. They just slam a coin based on what their belief system is. And a lot of these guys have very aligned beliefs with that anarchist Bitcoin mentality. So when they see a coin that is associated with banks, that is associated with governmental institutions, all they think, they are not even willing to do the research. All they think of, well, that's garbage because that is part of the system. They don't actually see how or even want to know why a coin like XRP will be successful in the future. Essentially, it's just stubbornness. They're stubborn people. They are stubborn, not willing to think beyond what their belief system is. He says the Bitcoin forks are write-offs at this point, even if the IRS ends up walloping people during audit open season these next 5 years. So interesting. That's all I'm going to summarize for you guys right now. I will link this article in the description. If you want to read the report, it's linked down here from this article. We also got XRP ODL corridors to the Philippines and how they're surging while XRP XMN still leads the pack. So talks a little bit about the liquidity here, guys. According to the liquidity bot, XRP PHP, so the Filipino peso, noted a new all-time high on December 16th as it reached 1.37 million. So guys, here's the XRP PHP corridors. And as you guys can see, the liquidity is rising in those corridors as well. So that denoted in yellow, and the Mexican ones, as you guys remember, was in blue. Right, we got Mexico down here. However, the XRP MXN was still the most active corridor of all ODL platforms between Bitstamp and Bitso, as suggested by the data provided by the Twitter user. The daily amount of USD was 3 million, with the count of the amount being 158. Okay, so Mexico still leading the pack. But essentially, the PHP is gaining steam, is gaining momentum. Obviously, it's not a race. These guys are not in competition, obviously. I'm just showing you how PHP liquidity is increasing over time. The utility scan that offers real-time data about ODL marked the 24-hour volume of PHP with USD to be about 139,302.55, whereas the Australian PHP had reached 97,213.65. So a lot of traction in the AUD, so that's the Australian dollar PHP Filipino peso corridor as well. As we know, proximity-wise, Australia and the Philippines are quite close, and I don't know the numbers. I know in Canada and in the United States, there are a lot of Filipino migrant workers who come to North America to work, and I'm sure the same happens in Australia as well. If there are any Australians in the crowd, even better, Filipino Australians, maybe you can let me in on the numbers on that if you have any insight on that. We got this from AMB Crypto as well. Ripple partner SBI Remit Inc. notes a cumulative remittance of over 800 billion yen. That's right, guys, 800 billion. So SBI Remit's user base has increased from just 650,000 to nearly 2.73 million by the end of 2018. This surge in turn has driven the company's remittance market. So the remittance market is growing, and this is great news because they're partnered with Ripple. It's going to mean more demand for Ripple tech, and essentially it's a circular thing. I think that a lot of remittance numbers increase because the tech gets better, and not necessarily because I think people actually decide to send money less frequently when those fees are higher. Obviously, even if it's a percentage of what they're sending, it's a lot easier to take that hit once rather than taking smaller hits over a long period of time, just psychologically for people, even if you're spending the same amount of money. So remittance numbers are actually going up as well in Japan, and I presume in other countries that are using Ripple technology. So SBI had partnered with RippleNet to use its cross-border remittance service and made use of its DLT to bridge the gap between Japan and Vietnam. So the CEO of TP Bank, Nguyen Hung, had said in an interview, TP Bank is also working with SBI on applying blockchain to international transactions. With its flexible, transparent, and decentralized nature, blockchain has the potential to greatly improve transaction networks and ensure instant transactions despite geographical distance. He goes on to say, we will continue to develop and provide safer, faster, and cheaper remittances, not only in Vietnam, but also in each remittance country, aiming to provide services that meet the needs of our customers. SBI Holdings made headlines previously after it reportedly announced that it will start paying dividends to its shareholders in the form of XRP. I reported on that a few months ago, a cryptocurrency used by Ripple to facilitate cross-border payments and other services. Guys, if XRP did not have value, do you think one of the biggest banks in Japan would be paying its shareholders in the form of XRP? If XRP was a scam, do you really think value would be transferred from these big institutions in the form of XRP? If you really thought that XRP was going to go to zero, why is it so integrated? Even right now, even though we're not seeing it, it is so integrated and going to be more integrated in the world financial system. Some things to ponder when you're seeing an XRP price sub 20 cents. Maybe it's a good time to buy. I know it is for me, but guys, I'm me and you're you. You've got to do what's best for you. We got this from the Daily Hodl as well. Ripple has now 534 employees worldwide, and they're hiring more, guys. So just another piece of information, discussing the growth of Ripple, the company overseas. The company is currently looking for a project manager to help onboard new clients. So, job openings opening up all the time. It gives a bit of a description here, guys. Again, I will link this in the description for you if you want to read it. The company currently has 49 job openings, including a vice president of developer relations at Spring. So promoting the ecosystem, looking to expand XRP for its reach to continue to spread. And guys, I saw this on Twitter from Stephen Bull from the DF at DFSun on Twitter. Be mindful that MUFG loves Ripple. And guys, I'm going to play you this clip. This is an oldie but a goodie from September 2018. We already know MUFG is partnered with Ripple, but guys, just listen to this.
Let me talk a little bit more about how we're using this and why it's important to us. You might be asking, why does this really matter to us as a bank? Well, we operate in more than 50 countries as a bank around the world. So more than 50 countries have branches and operations, and we have to move money between all of those operations every day. Significant amounts of money. We've got a number of multinational corporates that operate across all of those. So there are huge liquidity flows occurring every day. Today, for many of us, we may have to go through kind of SWIFT and incur charges. Many intermediary banks part of that. And typically an SLA for fund transfer movements is between 1 and 3 days. Using technologies such as Ripple, we can get that down to something like 30 seconds, which is significantly different and at a cheaper cost as well. So it's not just the time saving, but the cost as well in terms of moving money between our branches, between our different countries within our network. That's really important to us. We have solutions to do this today, of course, but we're always looking at how we can kind of bring them up to date, make them more efficient, more effective, because by reducing the kind of operating costs for a bank, we can reduce our costs, compete more effectively in the market. So this is a really important use case for us. Ripple's one of the solutions that we're considering, not the only one, but one that works.
Ripple is one of the solutions that works for them. Again, guys, this is from more than a year ago. As you guys heard, these guys operate in 50 countries, 50 plus countries.
We operate in more than 50 countries as a bank around the world.
So how do these guys move money easily? Well, obviously Ripple technology is that solution for these big banks, these companies that have big multinational clients. They need to keep them happy. I just saw this here. Chaplain84 on Twitter. A 10-cent XRP would work for you and me, but not for them. They need a way for more liquidity. It's a problem they will have to solve, not me. I'm just going to sit here, take a beer, and wait that rigged game unfolds. Seize the opportunity. And guys, this is just it. When we're looking at XRP at this price, the ODL, what's going on in the marketplace today is nowhere near at the scale, even with the Mexican and Filipino corridor, nowhere near at the scale of where we're going to be in the future. For big banks like MUFG, global corporations, other multinationals using XRP, using Ripple technology and XRP as that backbone currency, they are going to need XRP to command a higher price because liquidity is the name of their game, and that's how they're going to transfer large payments. Anyways, guys, that's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.